up St. Catharines. We are at the District School Board of Niagara headquarters to put the message through. And all these freedom cards. Right, all the vehicles. Thanks, Teresa, 5x5. Thanks for coming back, Teresa. I appreciate it. So let's get into this show here. Let's get in here. Derek. Oh, well, as you can see in the background, they're all coming from the Husky truck stop, Derek, and it was pretty full there, buddy. Very full. Look at, they're all coming in. All the cars, you look back over there, just packed in the school headquarters here. Mary Miles, thank you. Glad to see you. As you can see, we got stuff going on here. Going to pass the camera over to Riley Jr. here, and he's going to get up here in the thick of it because he's smaller, and I don't know, maybe I look more intimidating to people that don't get out of my way, but and I can watch his back at the same time. So I'm going to bring you right into the show. Get up in here. Thanks, buddy.
I was like, oh God, did she want to be a protest for shirts? And I was like, they're big. And she let me go to Tim Hortons alone. I was like, I would have been beat up. Like,
for removing, not adding. Because a cell phone protects any child, a child who's vulnerable, a child who needs our love, a child who needs an adult. Not to give them a scalpel and remove parts of them that are working for. They need someone who will listen to them, who will speak truth to them, who will give them help, and will be there for them. Now, let's go back to our two assumptions that we can agree on, where we can have dialogue with people who have these views that are contrary to ours. So we both want to protect children. We can agree on that. And we both agree, everyone can agree, that lies are hate and truth is love. We can all agree on that. I think anybody here who is even opposed to our ideas will agree with that. Let me give you an example. A little girl comes to me and she tells me, or anybody, says, I believe I'm a bird. There are two answers. There's yes, dear, you are a bird. Or no, you are not a bird. One, let's work through it and determine, because we will know a lie by its fruits. We will know the truth also by its fruits. So we tell this girl, let's work this through. Yes, you are a bird. I love you. Okay, this girl, even though the intent is love, I'm not questioning the intention of the person who's telling this child, this innocent child, that they're a bird. This child does what a bird does, goes into a tree and lives in a tree. This child then, because she believes she's a bird, she jumps out of the tree because birds fly. She's a bird. She was told by an authority figure that she is a bird. And she dies. She drops her death because she's a bird. She believes she can fly. Now, let's look at the example of someone who says, the little girl comes and says, I'm a bird. No, you're not. You're a beautiful girl. But I know I'm a bird. I'm a bird. I know I'm a bird. No, you're not. It's at that point you may say it's easier to say, yes, you are a bird. But it's not the loving thing. And how do we know it's not the loving thing to tell the child that she is a bird? Because it will lead to her death. Now, there are many children that are being lied to right now. Many, many children that are being lied to right now. Some of them, at some point in the future, will realize that they have been lied to. They are going to need our support. They are going to need our love. We need to love every child now and tell them the truth. Because if we tell them lies, it will lead to destruction and heartache for them in the future. But when they realize, if they've taken drastic steps to gender transition, because they were told by their teachers, they were told by their doctors, that yes, we are going to provide you with this so-called gender-affirming care, they will realize that they have been lied to at some point in the future. We need to be there for them, to support them, to love them, to encourage them, and to get them through this.
News is here. You say Catholic standards on TV of what they've been placed in.
Now,
So don't talk.
every child is worthy of protection,
Sorry, I thought you told me the guy.
dignity,
Yeah, he's walking right now.
and affirmation. We all agree on this. But we must do it with love and also with compassion. Now, I'm going to bring up Bill C-4. We must be aware of this bill. Bill C-4. This would be the equivalent of, if it didn't actually happen, you would believe that it was part of a dystopian movie. Bill C-4 is a bill that criminalizes parents for if the government says their children have to change gender, you as a parent become a criminal if you tell your child that no, they can't go through this surgery. And it also legalized the transgender transitioning for minors. This is the part that is out of a dystopian movie. Every single MP in Canada, all right, every single MP in Canada voted in favor of gender transitioning of minors. Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the Conservative Party, apparently he is a very big pro-family. He voted for it. He voted to make it illegal for you to talk to your kids and to tell your kids that they shouldn't gender transition. No. Now, this is our government money. These are our elected officials. How about our bureaucrats and our unelected officials? Are they any better? Are they trying to help the children? I would like to draw your attention to a Zoom call of public employee unions that the employees are paid for by our tax dollars. There are people here who are represented by these unions. On that Zoom call, it's great because they all have their names and you can hear exactly who's saying what. So you can see the disdain they have for parents. They call so-called these parents fascists. So if you believe it's wrong, to gender transition a child or mutilate the genitals of a child. Apparently, you are a fascist, according to this Zoom call of the Canadian Federation of Labor, CUPE, and it was September 16th was this call. And there's also a list, Odessa Orlowicz, you can find this video on her Twitter feed. I would encourage you, if you belong to one of these unions, ask them, are they representing you? Are they representing you in labor negotiations, or are they telling you what to think? Are they trying to push into your mind what you believe to think? It is not the job of government to tell you what you should believe. It is the job of government to protect your rights so that you can believe what you want to believe. Now, these bureaucrats and these politicians, they must know that we are united and that we will stand for what is good, true, and just. I'm going to ask all of you here with me. I'm going to ask a series of 8 questions of affirmation and of what we are willing to do. And I want the bureaucrats in the building behind you and in front of me, I want the politicians in Toronto, I want the politicians in Ottawa to hear, are we willing to make a personal commitment to stand for what is good, true, and just? I will ask these questions. If you agree with me, say, I will, when I read the question. Who will tell a child that they are perfect just the way they are? I will. Who will tell a child that they are beautiful just the way they are? I will. Who will tell a child that they are loved just the way they are? I will. Who will tell a child that they are worth protecting just the way they are? I will. Who will tell a child that their body is perfect just the way it is? I will. Who will tell a child that their body is beautiful just the way it is? I will. Who will tell a child that their body is loved just the way it is? I will. This is the final one. Make sure they can hear us in Toronto, in Ottawa, in St. Catharines, and Niagara Falls. Who will tell a child that their body is worth protecting just the way it is? I will. Thank you. Now, in a time like this, it takes courage to be able to stand up and stand up for our kids. It takes some determination too. And I want to tell a story about a man who was fighting for his people. He was standing up for his people under the oppression of a tyrannical government. This tyrannical regime was persecuting this man. When the government came to arrest this man, this tyrannical regime came to arrest this man, the government asked him, do you have any weapons? Do you have anything that will hurt me? This great man, who is a hero, who's fighting for freedom against the tyrannical government, he said, only my ideas, only what I believe, and only my philosophy. This man was Maxime Bernier, and he is in Toronto today, and he is also fighting to protect the children. So Maxime Bernier is the one that was fighting for our freedom, and he was willing to go to jail for our freedom. And he's also willing to stand up and defend your children. Now, I just want to add one last thing before I end right now. That the greatness of a person isn't in what position they have, how much money they have, how much influence they yield. The greatness of a person comes in how much they are willing to sacrifice for the vulnerable. How much are they willing to protect the people that need protection the most? These are the ones that are great, and these are the ones that you are becoming. Heroes are forged in this time. You guys are becoming heroes by standing up and standing in the breach against this evil that is trying to infiltrate into our minds and into our society, into our schools, every aspect of our lives. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for coming. We got one request here. This fine young man has some words that he wants to share as well.
Freedom!
Can't go wrong with freedom. Freedom is always work. Why are we trying to get novel ideas about how we're going to recreate our society? Who's going to come up now? Where do we have? Do we have Tom Marazzo here?
Oh yeah, very nice.
Tom Marazzo, you look shorter in real life. Hey.
Leave us kids alone!
That's a pretty good crowd.
Yeah.
Good. I'm actually from Niagara. I went to high school in Niagara Falls. I went to elementary school in St. Catharines. I am a Niagara boy. Most people don't even know that, but that's okay. The reason I'm here is because one of my kids goes to high school here in St. Catharines, and that's why I'm here. I've been speaking out about this for quite some time. Some of you may or may not know that. And here's the thing. What you do in your home is your business as long as it's consensual and nobody's getting hurt. What you do in the schools is our business. I often, when I go to events and I'm asked to speak, I ask people, have you been polite or have you been quiet? Have you been silent on issues? Because we've been silent about a lot of things for 3 years. And I say, now is the time to be loud. Now is the time to be bold. And this is what being bold looks like. Parking on the doorstep of the very people that have been ignoring all of us for too long. This is a cultural war. This has been going on for at least 50 years. We just didn't know about it. COVID opened up our eyes to what's really going on. This is all at this level, at the grassroots level, with our children in the schools. This is where this battle has always been. We just didn't know it until now. But guess what? We're awake to it. We see the truth. We're here. And we're not going away. We're not going away. Now, I do have a lot of compassion, a lot of sympathy for families that have kids that are from the LGBTQ community, kids that are possibly transitioning, but guess what? It's 1% of the public. Why in the hell are we indoctrinating 99% of the kids in the school for the sake of 1%? Doesn't make sense. Now, I would offer that perhaps this is a whole entire family issue for kids that may be transitioning. Why don't we get supports for the entire family? Not do this in secret behind the backs of the parents that may have a transitioning child. It doesn't make sense. Why would you actively keep secrets from parents? Why would you want to do that? And I think you know the answer. Because if the parents know what's going on, the school boards can't do what they're trying to do. This is what being bold looks like. This is what it means to stand up and say, we've had enough, we won't be silenced, you're not turning our microphone off at your school board meeting. We are here to get in your face peacefully as Christians, Muslims, Jewish, every community. We are here as parents and grandparents and the adults that need to protect the children from what is going on by the policies in buildings just like that across Canada, in America, in Britain, in France, everywhere across the first world nations, this kind of crap is happening. You know what they do in China? They teach math, science, geography. What are they teaching here? Pronouns and how to poop in a kitty litter box. Okay? This is a global world right now, and our children are ill prepared to go out into the world with the current level of education that they have. We can't compete with what China and some of the other countries that don't buy into this garbage are teaching. We can't compete right now. Our children are ill prepared for this. The most important lesson that maybe they can start teaching children is history, because it's repeating, and these people seem to forget that. This isn't going to be the last rally. It's going to take a long time for them to pay attention and to listen. I would offer this one final point. As an individual, don't become a trustee. Take 20 of your friends, other parents, 20 of them run in every possible seat as a trustee. Not one at a time, everybody run as a trustee. Take over the school boards as a trustee, and don't let them silence you, don't let them turn your microphones off. Keep getting in their face, keep fighting as a unified group of parents, and push back. Because like the Ottawa convoy, what choice do you have? What choice do you have? You can't go back, you can only go forward. Your kid's future is at stake, and that's just unacceptable. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Freedom! 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 We are here today as a family, parents from different countries. Our concern as a mother or father, we not agree with this problem. We want to stand beside our kids. We don't want this to happen to them, because we are a free country. Don't let somebody touch your kids. We are here for them. All family, please don't keep silent. Speak up. Speak up. Freedom. All community, Muslim community, Christian community, Jewish community. We are here today because we not agree. Freedom. Hallelujah.
How's everyone doing out there? It's nice to see our community together here, families uniting together, Muslims uniting, Catholics uniting, Christians uniting. Any other faith that I left out, my apologies, but look at how diverse this crowd is right here. It's funny, we get called all these funny names, you know, these white supremacists and all these silly things. And literally, when I went to the convoy, went to this place, I have never been a part of so many different cultural aspects in my life. I was walking down the street after a couple drinks. Next thing you know, I'm at a healing ceremony. I gotta wake up the next day to go to church that I hadn't been to in 5 years. Then I gotta go around some drum circle. I don't know what I was doing, but I was having a great time with all these different people that were so much different than me, but we all had the same purpose and the same reason to be there. That reason being, this is our country. This is Canada. This is the home of the free. This is the home of the brave. The globalists can sit here and they can try and take over, but what's going to happen is we're going to grow a beautiful garden like we have right here. And it's going to grow over the ugliness. It's going to grow over the weeds. And it's going to grow over the global agenda. I'm not going to get too far into this. I'm not going to get too far into the story because I like to talk appropriate in front of children. So I can't get into it like I'd like to with you parents. But one thing I want to say, I attended a Pride event in Niagara in St. Catharines in the park, and there were images there that only adults should be able to look at over the age of 19. There was also a grown man dressed up as a woman who were doing things that they do on Lundy's Lane. That's not okay in my community. So we need to come together, we need to go about this the right way, and we need to make sure that people who are trying to get a rise out of us can't get a rise out of us. Because we've been holding the line for 3 years now. This is going to be going on for a long time, unfortunately, guys. So we got to play our cards right. So don't ever give up. Keep coming out to these events. And there's one last thing I want to say that's more important than anything. Excuse me. Before I leave today, we need to get somebody, myself, anyone, to make like a Telegram group or a Signal. What do you guys use more? Put your hand up if you're on Telegram. Okay, put your hand up if you have Signal. Okay, it looks like more people use Signal. It's an application you guys can download. The biggest reason I'm saying this is because I'm going to Niagara Regional Council meetings and school board meetings, and the only person I'm seeing there is Liz. So guys, when we got a community with 500,000 people that live there, we really can't complain when 2 people are showing up to our council meetings. So it's the truth. We got to come together. We got to go out to these local governments because we got to take it back. And that's how you do it. We got to show up. We got to delegate. We got to bring motions forward. And we got to defeat the globalists. Let's have a great day today. Let's unite our families. Let's love each other. Give your person beside you a hug. Have a great day. And don't engage with distractions. The media is already here. They've sent people in, and I already exposed them on camera, hiding behind trees, taking pictures. That's why they're here. That's what they do. They want to control the narrative because they can't control us.
Okay, just talking about that Signal thing, we do have a sign-up list that we're going to have after the march. If you guys aren't connected to the Niagara 10-4 group or the Million March for Niagara, please come and sign up on that list, and we'll make sure that you guys are connected with us, okay?
No sense messing around. You got that right. Yeah.
All the goods in your food thing.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. If they just unlock those frozen accounts.
Hello, everyone. It's good to see such a beautiful crowd here. The diversity that we have here is amazing and wonderful. And just like when we were just at the Husky there a few minutes ago, it brought a lot of beautiful memories of an amazing event that happened 1.5 years ago. And I'm so thankful that we're here today. But what we have to remember is we need to show our children what true love is. And when you show your children true love, you give them the truth. You point them out where they need to go. You give them the wisdom that you've been blessed with. And I just grabbed this mic just so I could put my wife on the spot. I'm so thankful for my wonderful wife. She's standing right there with a kind of sheepish grin right now. We actually should be out somewhere else celebrating our 26th anniversary, but we're here today for our children. 26 years, 13 children, and I can tell you one thing, it's not that hard. When you tell them the truth, when you show them love by giving them hugs every night. So grandparents and parents, love your children. And by loving your children, you stand up for them. God bless us. Thanks, everyone, and enjoy this beautiful day.
Okay, so we have Jane here coming from the Mama Bears.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for coming out. I'm from Mama Bears. Yeah! For those of you who may not be familiar, Mama Bears is a presence to provide information for parents but all things healthy for children. And one thing that isn't healthy for children is the early sexual education that is being presented to them in the school board across the country. We have compiled information.
We have an regional police that are keeping counter-protesters back. Told Riley to move around a little bit, but doesn't listen. So.
Mama Bears, you're not familiar, I'll give you a card. You can go to the website. And we are giving new information every day to keep you posted. Okay, thank you.
Next we have calling the imam from the local mosque. And I'm not sure if it's local, I don't know actually where it is. Hi everyone. Peace be upon you all. You know what? As Muslim minority, sometimes we feel we are pushed away. But today, I'm so proud of being with you. You give me so much strength to fight for this matter until the last moment of my life. Honestly, I'm so proud of you. And it's very important to say that we are not against anyone. Do whatever you want. Yes, freedom. But freedom does not mean that you decide for my kids what to do. Freedom does not mean to decide for me what I teach my kids. No. You don't love my kids more than me. Let me decide for my kids. So freedom for kids. Freedom for kids. Leave kids alone. Leave kids alone. So once again, thank you so much for joining us today. And once again, I'm so proud of being with you. And I'm gonna fight for this until last moment of my life. Peace be upon you all.
Hi, I'm also like one of the followers from Imam in Niagara Falls, and I would like to thank Imam Sheikh Ahmed for being here. And I can just not express my feeling how like elated I'm feeling that we are all one, and we do care about our kids. We do care about our future, and we do care about our next generation. And it gives me immense pleasure and strength that we can all do it. It gives me the confidence, it gives me the faith that we can actually have our nation free of all those obscenity, profanity, or whatever you can call it.
Yeah, no problem.
Please leave our kids alone. Leave our kids alone. Leave our kids alone. Thank you.
So we got Andrew. Andrew wants to come up and share a few words. Andrew's someone from the crowd, and he just wanted to come up.
Actually, I've never publicly spoken before, but I figured this is going to be a good time to do this. You know, I grew up in Mississauga, and in the 1970s, I stood outside a classroom because they were reciting the Lord's Prayer inside the school. And what we were fighting for was a secular school system that was inclusive for all people. So it wasn't just me as, myself, there were Muslims, there were Sikhs, there were Hindus, there were people, all different faiths. It was the understanding that we needed an inclusive school system that would be able to accommodate people of every sort of faith. My parents would turn to me and say, you know, just go and say the prayer. There's nothing that really contradicts Judaism in here. It's benign. Oh, sorry. I can hear me. Okay, so anyway, so my parents turned around and told me that, you know, the Lord's Prayer is benign. We should just go ahead and say it, go along to get along and everything. But I stood outside the classroom along with Jehovah's Witnesses, Muslims, people of all different faiths, because we're fighting for a secular school system. And I'm afraid that what's happening right now is we've compromised the secular values of our school system. This is the big problem. The big problem is we've allowed an ideology to creep into our society and into our institutions. And this slow creep of what is actually Marxism coupled with fascism, if we want to be truthful about what it is that's happening. This is something that we need to stop, and we need to stop it right now. Yeah. We can't allow this to happen any much longer, because what's happening is people are being injured. My son started at high school last year at E.L. Crosley. The first day of school, each and every class, they asked him, what do you identify as, and what are your pronouns? He failed to answer. He went out in his schoolyard and he was playing around, and he was accused along with another child of fighting. And I turned to him, I said, well, did you try to hurt somebody? It's like, no. I said, well, did you get hurt yourself? I said, no. I said, we didn't even know they were in a fight. I said, but they started saying that I lost the fight. And I'm like, well, you didn't get in a fight otherwise. But he, for whatever reason, decided that he didn't want to go to school. And he's 6 feet tall, and I've got a bad back. So what's happened is the attendance counselor, that's what they call a truancy officer, sends a letter to me. Dear Mr. Seufert, your child Julius, she/he, has not been attending school. Yes, I got the letter. There's a problem. When my son comes home and he says to me, they taught us today that we need to be allies with communities of color. And I turned to him and I said, and I wear a beard in the winter time because I work outside. I said, when you see me and my friend Sean, we go out for Vietnamese soup in Niagara Falls. So we're just two gray-bearded men sitting down together and enjoying a soup after knowing each other for over 40 years. When I was 8 years old, when I met him, he had recently arrived from Jamaica with his parents. And not for once did it ever occur to me that I was part of a different community. He was part of my community. And you know what? I don't want to see this. When my friend Mohammed arrived from Germany after leaving Lebanon, he's a Shia Muslim, and he was actually a child soldier in a certain organization I won't mention in case they figure out who he is, because he's a really nice guy. And it didn't occur to me that this guy was associated with somebody that was responsible for killing my cousin. All he was a new Canadian. He was not a foreigner. He was a new Canadian. I want to know what happened to this spirit, because it's gone, or at least it appears to be gone. And this is something we need to all fight for as Canadians, to ensure that we have an inclusive society where everybody is welcome. And that includes people that are not quite sure about who they should be in society and stuff. But it doesn't mean that everybody has to be sort of brought into this. It doesn't mean it, because you know what? We all have our own ideas of how life should be for our children, or at least what we want for our children. And never mind. What about if somebody's just gay, right? If there's a gay boy in a school, do we really want the teachers asking him questions like, do you think you might be a girl trapped in a boy's body? Do you really want him going through puberty and doing this? Because I'm sure there's people within the gay community that would probably find that quite offensive, because if everybody's transitioned into the opposite sex and castrated or sterilized, what are they really accomplishing in the end? They're sterilizing kids. That's what they're accomplishing. And so if we don't take a stand, and if we don't turn around and say that enough is enough, then we're going somewhere, and it's somewhere that's not a good place. When they have cultural revolutions, they always go to the children first. They deliberately create dependency. They're deliberately going all around. I cashed checks that I never cashed in my whole life through COVID and stuff like that, where all of a sudden it's like they're getting these checks, I go in the mailbox and it's like, oh, more money. And then I go to the bank and I said, look, I got more blood money, right? Oh, well, aren't you happy that you have it? Well, don't cash it. No, I have to cash it. Why? Because this guy's destroyed the economy while he's destroying our culture and not allowing us to be inclusive, not allowing us to know our neighbors, making everybody turn around and see somebody as other. And this is something we should never allow. So anyhow, I wasn't supposed to be here, and I'm supposed to be here, but I wasn't supposed to be up here. But I heard some of the people speaking, and they're great speakers, but I felt as though there was really something more that needed to be said. And something, don't let anybody turn around and tell you or tell anybody that this is about hate. This isn't about hate. This is about loving this country and loving our values. And our values, there's no such thing as white nationalism in Canada. It cannot exist. We need civic nationalism, not ethno-nationalism. It will fail. We're not Italy. We're not Germany. We're not anything like. We're Canada. And there is no color of a Canadian. There is no creed of a Canadian. We are just Canadians. And what we need to do is realize the Islamic community is by far the most socially conservative community. It is unnatural for them to be aligned with the Liberals. Completely unnatural. If the Christian community could see it, because that's what the social conservatives are, if only we could change the constitution of some of our parties even, because there's the Ontario Party that technically is a Christian party in its constitution. If they could turn around and modify their constitution to simply make it social conservative, then maybe there'd be a room within the social conservative community for the Islamic community so that we could all be one. Anyway, I don't know who wants to talk next. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys.
Okay, there's one person here who wanted to say a few words.
Hello everybody, I do not get up and speak whatsoever. I am not a speaker. But this is going from both sides. That side and this side. These sides are one thing, but here is the thing that we all have to do as not just Canada. We started this in Canada with our trucker freedom. And we're going to finish this from Canada and all across the world. And this is what we all have to do. Just bear with me. I know not everyone believes in God, but we all have a little bit of angels from the other side. We all lost somebody. And they are all here with us today. We have lost souls.
It's getting bigger.
Hold on. This isn't about the other side and the other. I said that. Hold on. This is about the law of attraction. These big guys that are rich. And you know who I'm talking about. I'm not even going to mention their names because they are blocking these protests all across Canada. And that's not just for us guys. It's for them little people that are down there protesting too. We have to help each other. And it's, like I say, by a law of attraction, by gratitude. One step at a time, one person at a time. It's called the magic, manifesting the negative, sending the negative back where it came from, sending the positive back to them. They send out everything through AI, which is all negative.
Chan, I'm the one that timed you out.
The only way to do
okay?
it
If
to
you want to
combat
write
this is
bad
all your
stuff, I'm going to time
Facebook
you
groups
out.
is put it all positive energy. Don't share anything about you know who. I don't need to mention his name either, or any other name in politics.
Don't have to.
I was called today to fix this mess because I am an earth angel. Because I just lost somebody just recently to drugs. And he is here with me today because I just went through a whole week of dealing with overloadness of everybody's angels. Does this all make sense to everybody now? It is not. This air is just a part of it, of fighting for your kids. Our forefathers are here with us. Our foremothers especially are here with us today. Because we have to fight. Us older people, it's okay. It's our little ones that we have to fight. And the only way to fight is through positive energy. You gotta fight the positive with the positive. It's not really don't call it a fight either. Call it healing everybody in this world.
So we're going to be headed off on the march very shortly. There's a trailer behind you over there. That will be at the end of the march. We will be it'll be in the middle of the march. Now, but before we head off, this young man here, he wanted to say one word, a couple few words.
Stop all of this. We should stop and leave our kids alone.
Yeah. The wisdom from our children, more than our wisdom from our politicians. We have a couple more. We can squeeze in a few more. One more speaker here.
Hi everyone.
I like to say I have no problem whatever you wanna be, whatever you wanna follow, but please stay away from kids. Don't play games. That's it.
Hi everyone, thank you again for all coming. I need my adults that need some help through the march to go over to the trailer now, please. We have 8 minutes and then we need to start our march. So any adults that require assistance through the march, can they head over to the trailer? And then seeing as the turnout was extraordinary, we are going to have our smallest children on the trailer. And the parents of those children will be right beside them. You will walk right beside them. Any of our older children, if they could maybe just walk behind the trailer, seeing as many people as we can get on there. So please, any of my adults that require a seat for the march, I need you to go to the trailer now, please. Okay? All right, we've got one song before we're gonna go. And as soon as you see that trailer start to move, we need everyone, please. We have to use utmost safety. The Niagara Regional Police have been amazing, and they are willing to work with us.
Hey, Canadian. Welcome.
I thank
Actually,
them very
Canadian, I'm
much
going to
from
give
the
you
bottom
a
of my
wrench.
heart for all they are trying to do to keep us safe. Please respect them if they come to you and
Canadian,
ask.
I gave you a wrench. Got
for
a Chan
anything.
Chan guy coming in here,
Okay?
giving me a hard time, and I.
We all need to do this together for our children. And I love you all so much. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, so before we go, we have
It's hard for me
the
to
one
see
and
the
only
screen.
Desi, who wants to send us all off on our march. Everyone say, welcome, Des.
Anyway, listen, I've been fighting this fight for 20 plus years and I will never stop. And I hope you leave here today and you will go back and tell your friends who were scared to come out, to stand for their own kids. They need to stand for their own kids, not just you.
For the
Anyway,
music, I'm going to
I'm
have
an
to mute
artist,
it.
one of the only artists that's singing so many songs about what's been happening.
I'm going to have to
with
mute the
government
music
and
or
with everything that's happening.
YouTube will screw my
So anyway,
live.
I'm gonna do a beautiful song for you.
But
Last
walk
year they
around.
wanted to take away Canada Day. You guys know that, right? You didn't know? They wanted to
Just
take away
everybody knows I
Canada
gotta
Day
mute
last
this.
year from you. Well, we protested and we were singing on Parliament Hill on Canada Day because we don't stop and we will never stop. So I'm gonna do a song for you
YouTube
that I
will squash
really
my
did a little bit
live.
of the Canadian anthem. So I want you to
I
just
gotta mute
enjoy
the
and
microphone.
always
I'll
smile.
still walk around.
Think
RCMP are here now.
Thank you. Thank you.
I never usually see
And
RCMP
remember,
in Niagara
it's about
region.
peace. Always be peaceful. No matter what they do, we're gonna have those,
Way to make
whatever it
somebody
is
said
they do.
this photo
Don't,
small. Is there
don't
any
worry
way of
about it.
changing that?
You know you're covered under whatever power you guys pray to, or whoever you believe in, or whatever you believe in.
Yes,
Make
the
sure
1
you
million
believe
march
in
is all over the
something.
internet.
If you don't believe in something
This is going
positive
across
and good,
Canada right
then
now.
evil will take a hold of your heart.
Over 100
And when they
cities.
take a hold of your heart, you're going to have regrets. Listen, regret weighs tons. Okay, medical emergency.
If there's a doctor,
Canadian.
somebody fainted, where's the person that fainted?
George, RCMP, buddy.
If there's a doctor
I
here,
went right up to him and I went, "Oh look, the most
where's
corrupt
the
police
person
force
that
in
fainted?
Canada." And he gave me a thumbs up.
On the tree. If there's a doctor, if we can attend to them, they're under the tree to the right. And if they can see what the lady needs. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, you guys want more? Anyway, you guys can find me on social media. You can find me on Spotify, YouTube. I'm the only artist that's mainly singing about what's happening, you know, and I don't care. I got kids, and you gotta remember, it's not about you. If you think it's about you, you're being a little bit selfish. It's about the next generation, and the next generation, and the next generation. I don't want to go into certain things, so I'll just keep it cool. You guys want another song? Maybe I'll find one. Since you don't want to leave yet, let's find some more songs for you. Okay, we're leaving in 5 minutes. So meanwhile you're getting ready to go, I'm gonna sing because it's my addiction, and I gotta send you a message. Okay. Oh, they say they want to Wake Up the Land. Let's find that song.
Probably right either way.
That's good. Here goes the most corrupt police force in the world, as George said. RCMP. Yeah, corrupt as hell.
Stay away from the kid. Stay away from the kid.
Anyway, I want a couple kids come up to, because I know your kids are in school, and you are being told, do not tell your parents certain things. So would you want to
The
share
1 million
what
march
they're telling you?
across Canada.
Any kid?
I see somebody asking the same question.
Come on up here, young man. Come here.
This is
Come up
about
here.
the,
Come up here. One of you guys. Come.
indoctrination and
What are they telling you in
genderization
school?
and all
We
that
want to
in
know
our
what they're
schools.
telling you in school. Please. And don't be scared to talk.
Telling
There's
kids
no
they
one
can
here
be
gonna
cats
whoop
and
your butt.
dogs and squirrels
So
and
they're telling
rabbits
us we
and
can be
deer and
anything
moose.
we want, but we really can't.
Sex
You're still
changes, all for that.
one gender. You can't be another gender if you're biologically one gender.
Okay, here we go. This is the one they're requesting. It's called Wake Up the Lions. But there's a lot of people sleeping that need to be here. All right? Let's wake them up.
shut up.
And the evil is falling.
Wow.
Oh, lion.
All my kid has done is complain.
Hear what we're calling. We gotta wake up the lions. Some lions are asleep. We gotta wake up the lions.
This isn't private music here, too. This guy wrote the song.
Yes, we gotta wake up the lions. Cause lion is calling.
And just for YouTube, I don't own any of the rights to this
No
music.
time to be asleep. Time to end the Mondays. Mr. Liar and Cheat. We will find the money train. We gonna turn up the heat. Cause we know the time is near for them to get defeat. Time just to pull off the rug right from under their feet. We gotta wake up the lions. Some lions are asleep. We gotta wake up the lions and forget about the sheep. Yes, we gotta wake up the lions. Cause lion is calling. Yes, we gotta wake up the lions. No time to be asleep. We will not live on our knees. Prefer to die on our feet. They thought we were weak. We fought with your love in the streets. No more emergency act. No your horseback police. We won't take no defeat. The fringe minority. We gotta wake up the lions. Some lions are asleep. We gotta wake up the lions and forget about the sheep. Yes, we gotta wake up the lion. You know why? Cause lion is calling. Yes, we gotta wake up the lion. No time to be asleep. We gotta wake up the lion. Some lions are asleep. We gotta wake up the lion and forget about the sheep. Yes, we gotta wake up the lion. Cause lion is calling. Yes, we gotta wake up the lion. No time to be asleep. Okay, lion, stay awake. And don't you go back to sleep. One thing you need to remember. Listen, one thing you need to remember. Sometimes you're out and you're like, why aren't so many people? Remember this. Whoever was awakened will never go back to sleep. Whoever was awakened will never go back to sleep. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I say this. I was at an event. 3% of the people in there was like 300 people. Only 3% of the people in there were regulars like me and Mr. Junkers or teacher. You know what I mean? And the other people we didn't know. And you know what they had on? They had on their F-Tudor shirt, they had on so much stuff. And we're like, we haven't seen you before.
Nice boy.
They're awake. Don't get frustrated. Always think positive thoughts. If you think you're losing, you have already lost. Go home, go to sleep. Be a sheep. But if you knew you already won, let me hear you say whatever you want to say. Say something loud.
Freedom!
I don't want to lose my voice.
Come on!
The ambulance is coming for me. Anyway, yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, we have an ambulance here, so yeah, thank you for clearing out. We were going to start the walk shortly, but we will wait until the ambulance leaves. So we'll stay here for a little while, and we won't block the exit for the ambulance because we will be heading out to the front towards Carlton Street when the time comes. But we're going to hang here for just a little while longer until the ambulance takes care of the sick lady over there. So in the meantime, Anna wanted to say one word.
Hi kids, hi children who are here and adults. Do you know why school buses are dark yellow color? This is color of gold. Children is a really treasure what we have. This actually only one precious we have. And in Corporation Canada, commonly known government of Canada believes that our children belongs to Corporation Canada. No, parents are facing not alone with facing their right for their children in front of Corporation Canada or Government Canada. We are here to support parents and to tell, when you stay for your children's rights, for your parental rights, you are not alone. You are not facing the system. We are with you. We support you.
Let's go. Okay, young man, come on up. You have a few words you want to share?
So, everyone stay away from kids. Okay? Stay away from kids.
You hear that up there?
Yeah.
In the bureaucrats who believe that the kids are ours, you're getting paid by our tax dollars. This young man said, with great wisdom, stay away from our kids. The parents are the primary educators of the kids, not the government. Come on up.
Thank you. Hello everyone. On the first day of school, my teacher asked me what my pronouns were. I told her girl, because what do they think I identify as? Trash? Because that's what every single gay person said I identify as.
Thank you.
Moving.
Okay, we got one more. Four of you want to say something together. This might be a, maybe this is a group, like a quartet here. Okay, here we go.
Don't change yourself. Be yourself. It's not like you can anyways.
Stick to what you are.
Yeah.
Love yourself. And accept yourself for the way you were created. Because you can't change. As I mentioned earlier, a man may think he's a woman, a man may dress like a woman, a man may have surgeries, and a man may also take hormones in order to look more like a woman. But how can a man become a woman? It is not possible. You cannot become a woman if you're a man, and you cannot become a man if you're a woman. So it's just not possible. Here's Rob. I think.
Oh yeah, you don't want that big setup either.
So we're still waiting until the paramedic, because once we start moving, we could block the access to Carleton Street for the ambulance. We need to wait here until the ambulance clears out and we make sure that that lady that passed out is okay. Once we start moving, we could block the ambulance. So we're going to just stay and we're going to keep our eye on the ambulance and pray that the person that passed out is going to be okay. But we're going to wait here until the ambulance clears out, because if we start moving, we will block that. So we're going to wait. But we will be going in that direction, and that's where the march will be going. We're going to be walking along Carleton to Lake Street, and then we're going to take a path that we're going to be following. There's a black pickup up there that we're going to be following. But we're just going to hang tight here until we know for sure that the ambulance can get out. And right now they have a clear path towards Carleton Street. And we have another young man here who wants to share some wisdom.
Hello everyone. Yesterday in my Catholic school, I passed by the kindergarten and grade 1 hallway, and in every single classroom there was a pride flag for every single little kid to see. And my sister just started kindergarten, and I don't want her to see this flag because she doesn't understand what it means.
We have a flag here. We have an all-inclusive flag that is flying on the flagpole there. That is an all-inclusive flag. We have a Charter of Rights and Freedoms that clearly outlines the rights and the responsibilities of every Canadian. And that is the flag. In fact, all the police, when you are hired as a police, you take an oath to protect the Charter. And the Charter guarantees our freedom of expression, of freedom of movement. a lot of these things we will not allow, and freedom of assembly which is what we are doing, and we are peacefully protesting the government infringement on our rights, and this is our right, and the police have a duty and an obligation. They've taken an oath to protect us in our endeavors. We can't. Okay, we're going to change the plans. We are going to stay on the grass. Do not walk on the, do not block the ambulance. Do not block the driveway. Head out on the grass towards Carlton Street. We're going to leave right now. Let's start headed out.
Please stay on the grass. Do not block the road for the ambulance. Everyone head to the front of the DSBN. There is a black truck with a white billboard in the back of it. Please head
Hard to
that
see
direction.
names on here.
Let's go. Everyone be safe. I love you all.
Remember to smash the thumbs up, folks, and thanks to all our moderators. Making up pretty good there, Canadian. Niagara Regional Police are keeping the anti-protesters back. We outnumber the counter-protesters 10-1. Maybe, no, 21. They look at all this, lots. There's your anti-protesters over there. Police are keeping them at bay. I look at this one here with all that stuff in her face there. She looks like frickin' Justin the Clown. My God. Talk about sick people. Need serious freaking help. They have medication for it, you know?
I gotta find my husband.
The marches start. I lost George somewhere. He's here. Lily starts yelling, then I'll hear him.
We need to try to make room for the ambulance to come through.
You can come
Yeah,
right in here.
we sure would like. Called a rope. There's the counter-protesters. There's the protesters. They're outnumbered. Big time. They're trying to provoke us and get in our face, but we're just blowing them off. They're not worth my time or your time, folks. Look at all these people. Lots of police. Can you keep doing this while I'm going to try and get Okay, I know you don't. Okay, so I was going to do something else. Okay. I want to be like this.
Woke me up at 7 in the morning.
Okay. I don't want to listen to the complaining. Okay? I'm just not into it. Pride flag banner across. There's the counter protesters. Okay? Can't believe when one counter protester with all that crap in her face. Look at not they're Abby normal.
I mean, people accept it.
ability to normalize families and their coworkers.
This was a battlefield right now. Those ones over there would lose. Big time. There are news people here sneaking around, shooting photos.
My father, for my father.
March is good.
My kids were
Wow, look at this. Oh, here's one of these cars.
It's only a flag. That's right. It's only a flag.
You can see the folks that work at DSBN can afford a nice electric car there. I don't realize how much damage these things are going to do to the environment down the road.
Everybody ready?
Sort of waiting for this ambulance to clear out here before they're going to do anything.
Julia's just coming.
Anti-protesters over there yelling all kinds of stuff, and at this distance we can't hear a word they're saying. So guess what? Don't matter. Ignore them. Plug-in car.
Stop asking other people what they do for a job, though, and how it's going to affect us. Don't do that. It's wrong. The politics aren't even allowed to be talked about by our little kids down at the carousel. They're doing the job at the carousel. And I went, it's okay, guys, I'll fill you in. Here, pay attention. We're the next generation of people.
Tricked ya. Here, I'm on YouTube, man. Check it out. I spent 2 weeks in it.
I was there 16 days. I cooked right at the corner of Metcalf and Wellington, and I was there on the last day.
I was all over the place.
Yeah.
Niagara's finest. These guys weren't in Ottawa, man.
Yeah. There's Mr. Freedom!
Don't worry, man.
What's that? French Indian.
I seem to like French Indian.
Well, yeah.
I'm sitting back here anyway. I'm not watching the car. I'm not security. I'm not marching with the side. We got all these people here on cars.
Where'd he go? He wants to find Riley and get his coat from him.
Okay with all vaccinations, doctors have not been collected anything in this country, but while people actually all over the world have been normalizing the harm that happened to African children. And it should never be normalized, ever.
Hey, Riley. Riley. Riley, give me your coat. Just stand here and just film everybody going. Give me your coat. I'm going to put mine in the coat too. Okay?
By being able to say that we're living in cancer, and that's when our body fails us, death is our life.
But you're only getting hot dogs. That's all. One hot dog, that's it.
Here, I'll trade you a flag for a camera. Look at all these people, folks. Just a second. Nunya, Texas. Yep. Look at these. Look at this. Wow. They all even congregated up in this parking lot. 1 million march. I know a lot of people support the PPC party of Canada, but I was informed that Maxime Bernier did attend WEF in Davos recently. He was called out by Andrew Lawton on his True North show. Look at this. Get at the head. Wow. Look at all these people. Wow, we're on the move now. All right. Wonder if the deer come in here at night and get apples. No, the rabbits probably do. Dog park. Every walk of life here. Every walk of life. I'm gonna get up over here. Give you guys a good view of all the people there. Get in the shade. There we go. Perfect. There you guys go.
But now I don't feel like an angel. I feel like a piece of machine.
Stop confusing our kids! Stop confusing our kids! Hey, look at that little boat. Yeah. Hey, Billy, look at that little boat. Yes, look at that little boat.
I've never ever fought before.
Last but not least, thanks for coming. All right, let's go on the move. That'll give you an idea of the size of this. Here's a nice vehicle here. Check this one out. I've seen them in a lot of events. Her driving it today. Anyway, folks, that'll give you the size of this event. They're going on a big march through the city now. I'm going to cut this live off. You know, everybody's wants to carry on with their day. This is a lot of honking and approval. We're not the only ones.
That's it.
So they're going through the city of St. Catharines now. I'm going to cut this live off. Hope everybody has a great day. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming, all of you. Thanks to the moderators. I appreciate everything you guys do. Remember, only two genders, male and female. If you're born a male, you die a male. No matter if you get your body parts cut off, you're still going to be a male the day you die, and it's going to say that you're a male on your birth certificate. It's not going to have M/F or anything like that. So, all right, folks, you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Tara Prepper out.